everyone, hypnotist Jessica L. Hansen. So here is an update on Adventures of the Tooth. Yeah, so today was the day that the tooth was going to come out. We've had a long chain of events since then. And I really feel for you guys out there who have dental issues. I just want to know. I just want to let you guys know. So here's where things are at. I worked with Karen Hand about a week ago with the burning metallic battery sucking taste in the mouth. Absolutely horrible. Don't recommend it to anybody. And then we worked with just general comfort for the tooth. It took a couple days. It immediately went away while we were working, which, oh my gosh, that was like, oh, heaven. It came and went over about a couple days, 2 or 3 days. But I was able to control it by just giving myself some time and working on that. So that has since gone away after those 2 or 3 days. I have been doing gobs of research on this. So like, what else could it be? There's a lot of things that there's a disorder called Sjogren's. You could be pregnant. There's autoimmune, other autoimmune diseases. There is long haul COVID. There's anything and everything, really. None of the medical literature really knows. All they do is run you through a battery of tests and they just pick something. So needless to say, not going that route because been there, done that. Here's the route I have taken. I remembered in the course of this that I have a friend who is a dental technician, and I didn't know that, but in the process of talking to her, she had had taught how to do dental x-rays as well. So one of her first questions to me was, did they get a good x-ray? Because she said, you would not believe how horrible the dental x-rays out there are. It amazed me as she described how horrible the people taking x-rays are doing. So I told her, I said, I looked at it, I have an image, I can see everything in there. And she said, if you can clearly see it, she said they probably got a good x-ray. So then she talked about the fact that she's heard of many other things, like people with fillings and they can hear radio stations playing in their head and all kinds of stuff like that. And I've heard of that too. And I'm like, thank God I'm not that person, because that would drive me nuts. She said, here's why I would not have it pulled. Number one, it's not bothering you. There's no infection, and they tell you it's a viable tooth. She said I wouldn't touch the filling if it's still in there because of the mercury, and even if they're taking it out properly, there's just so many things that are not good. And her just kind of knowing me and herself, she has some of the same issues. She said you're just better off to leave it and work with it. So she gave me some examples of the holistic natural stuff that she has done, which was a lot of what I've been doing already. I had a couple more things I've added to my regimen. And then, the other reason not to take this tooth out, it's my last molar. Seriously. Because of what the dentist did to me years ago, all of my molars on the bottom had mercury amalgam fillings. And because dentists have tried to save these teeth and different things, and I've had horrible reactions to dentistry, I've had to have all my molars out. So I don't have much to chew on the bottom. And she said, it's not an issue because you can always chew, right? You can always mash your food. So it's not an issue with that. What the problem is, because I still have my upper molars in the back, there's nothing for those to push on when you chew. And if you start having teeth pulled, those teeth can actually start to drop down in your mouth. And I explained to her, I said, that is so weird, because through the whole process of this, my upper molars in the back have started to ache. And she said, oh, then you need to do this. And so I've been doing, there's an herbal thing that you do that helps to tighten the gums and keep the teeth in place. So it's like, oh my gosh, so that would explain this other discomfort I've been having up here. And she said, oh, definitely. She said, if you have anything going on in your mouth, it affects your whole mouth, not just the one tooth. So that is something now I have to keep an eye on. And she also said, you know, she has been hounded by dentists to get implants as well. And I told her it's what I was considering. And she said, no, 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 don't do it. I'd been doing lots of research on implants. And the more I researched, the more I'm like, this is not for me at all. And it's not fear at this point. It is just reading what they're made out of and knowing how my body responds to things, that it would not be a good idea. I would destroy jawbone tissue by doing this, and potentially have a worse problem than I have now. So where all this sits with the adventures of the tooth is the tooth is staying. I have no pain. There's no infection. I can eat. I can drink. The only thing is right now, honestly, there's no reason I should be pregnant. There's no way. It just is not possible in my relationship. So it would have to be one of those weird fluke things, which I have in the past had one of the false pregnancies for weird reasons. So it could be something like that again happening, which I'm watching over the next week or so. I'm changing my diet, so I'm cutting out all but honey. I'm switching most to sugar, so that means no chocolate for a while. So, oh my gosh, no chocolate. And I only eat dark chocolate, but cutting out chocolate, switching to honey when I need the sweets, and no coffee, because coffee has been inflaming my mouth, making my teeth just feel like, oh, they're gonna fall out. So no coffee, which is fine. I drink a lot of tea. So a lot of dietary changes, adding a few extra supplements in, one for doing a heavy metal detox, which thank God I'm over the first, you get severe headaches when you're starting that, and body aches and stuff, fatigue. Still a little of fatigue, but I can work through it. We still play disc golf every day. I just play a little slower. Heavy metal detox, that's going to be ongoing because I want to get this crap out of my system. And if I get it cleaned up enough, there's a chance that, because a lot of my body symptoms happened years ago when all that was put in my mouth, that maybe I can start to reverse or heal some of this arthritis, which I honestly believe it's autoimmune. Can I find a doctor out there to prove it, or who's going to listen to me? No. And someday that will happen, but for now, I'm just going to take care of myself. So yeah, adventures of the tooth. Who would have thought? You know, I've researched everything I can find on oral galvanization, implants, root canals, which, oh my God, just don't. A dentist tried it on me years ago. Absolutely horrid. Never, ever, ever again. So there's a lot of things I won't let people put in my mouth. I have pissed off dentists. I have some dentists who will not talk to me because I have refused to do what they have offered, because again, they don't listen. They don't understand. So the biggest lesson from Adventures of the Tooth overall is, if you are struggling, you need to study no matter how bad you feel. You need to self-advocate no matter how horrible you feel, and you need to have someone who will listen in your family or friend circle that you can take with, and that will, help advocate for you if you can't express certain things, if you get too emotional or whatever it is. So number one is self-advocacy. And research. Just do your research very diligently. Know your body, trust your body, listen to your body, and keep searching until you find someone who listens to you, because there are people out there who understand. You might just have to go some unconventional route, or go through, 10 people before you find that one person. And when in doubt, listen to your body, just do self-care, maybe some dietary changes. And again, none of this is intended to diagnose or prescribe or scare you away from any sort of treatment. By all means, get the help you need. But be aware, like my friend said in the dental world, if just a simple dental x-ray of a tooth is getting that bad, imagine the quality of the x-rays that are being done in the medical system. I mean, it scares her and it scared me, because like, if you don't do it right, your image is not going to be good quality and you're going to see things that are not there. That's where we get all our false diagnosis from. So self-advocacy, super, super huge. I hear it from people all the time who call me, and I understand. So at least to a certain extent. So tooth is staying, changing my diet, eliminating a few things, adding a few things, doing a heavy metal detox. Yeah, life goes on. Life is good. Tooth is happy for now. I'm happy. If anything else changes or I think of anything else, I will let you guys know. But until then, keep your teeth happy and healthy. Bye.